Hi guys, Squall here, and welcome to another Eurotruck video. I thought today we'd make a very quick journey, because I want to talk to you about Truckfest, which is coming up this weekend, or Truckfest Peterborough, I should say. You may be wondering why on earth I'm driving a Renault. Well, a Renault Magnum in particular, probably the best truck ever made. Yeah, it's a long story. Every now and again, I do a stream where we basically drive one of these things, and Paulie, who does my skins, what a lovely chap that he is. On the fly, whilst I was streaming this, decided to make a skin for it that says Fluffy Squirrel. His original one was bright pink. So he had me driving around in a bright pink Renault Magnum, which said Fluffy Squirrel on it. So, you know, a bit of tongue-in-cheek humour. He knows how much I love these things. I will say about this truck, though, watch this. The suspension on it is unbelievable. Like, watch. How many times did that just bounce? 1, 2, and then third one it starts to settle, and it's even going just a little bit there 4. So, you know, from a driving experience perspective, yeah, it's just awful. I don't like the way this thing drives at all. I mean, you've got a nice big visible kind of window, I guess. The exterior styling, I've always had a problem with these Magnums. Like, they're just ugly. They're absolutely... It's like some kind of 1960s robot style, you know, exterminate kind of arms flapping around outside. It's just horrid. But inside, like, it's got a big glass window, which I appreciate. Not mad keen on the dash, if I'm honest. I don't like the red colour. It's a little bit in your face. It's reasonably clear. I've seen worse. Hang on, have I got the full... Yeah, there we go. I'll put the sides on. Yeah, so let's take a quick drive. I'm going to do... We're doing the, you know, the online event thing that's been going on. I've done all sort of 10 deliveries, but I've only done 3 of the 5 destinations. And you need to do 5 different destinations if you want to get all the achievements, like a second achievement. So, I think the final drop-off point is London. But at the moment it's on Hanover, which is what we're going to do today. So we're in Bremen at the moment. We're going to drive down to Hanover and drop this thing off, one of these racing trucks. I don't know if you've been taking part of the event. You've probably already done it. I'm a little bit behind. Here we go. One of the truck racing things. So we'll drop this off, and that will leave me with just one more to do, which is going to be London, I think, is the last one on the list. And hopefully I can get that done before the whole event finishes. And get the achievements. Right, let's put that on that button there. So I think we went for the biggest engine on this. I think it's a 580 if I remember. So it's reasonably pokey. Gearbox is okay. So it kind of pulls alright. I think it's the chassis setup and just the general look of it I don't like. But I don't drive these Renaults very often, to be fair with you. Like, I really don't drive Renault trucks. Is something I drive twice a year. You know. It's not something I enjoy. But anyway, that's not what we're here for. We're here to talk about Truckfest. Truckfest Peterborough is on. This is in the UK this weekend. It's the bank holiday weekend, of course, the May Day bank holiday. And that is on Truckfest in Peterborough, which is at the East of England Showground. Now, the reason I'm telling you this, because if you want to come along, you can just pay on the door. You don't need to buy tickets in advance. If you buy tickets, you save a few quid, I think it is. But if you just pay on the door, because it's on Sunday and Monday, it's always the bank holiday Monday is always the first Monday in May, which I think today is the 1st of May, or is it the 2nd today? No, it's the 2nd of May today, and it's currently Thursday, so 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. That would be it. 5th and 6th of May, Sunday and Monday, is Truckfest Peterborough. Now, if you come along, I'm doing a meetup. 12 o'clock, midday, on both days. I'm doing a meetup. I'll be at the SCS trailer. So SCS is bringing the trailer. I think I've mentioned this in a previous video, but I thought I'd do it again just to make sure you remember. Lol. So yeah, they're bringing quite a few guys this time. Quite a lot of the team. So you'll be able to meet a lot of the team. I think Truckers MP have got some guys there. I think Truckers FM have got some guys there. I'm going to be there. You know, fans are going to be there. Midday on both days, I will be at the trailer. And if you come along and you come and say hi, I will give you some free swag. I've got some exclusive. I've had some stuff made, alright? So I've had some pens and stuff made with the squirrel logo on it. So I shall give you some free swag just for coming. But don't be shy, do come along. You can have a go of SCS's truck rig. They've got a they did last time, they had 2 full motion simulators. So you can play Euro Truck on a full motion rig with a triple screen. It's quite fun if you've never tried it. You've probably seen it in one of my previous videos. So you've got that, free swag, and I'm hoping to do like, well, obviously I can do photographs, I can sign things if you want, you know. If you want me to sign like a t-shirt or whatever, I'm quite happy to do that. Which way are you going? Let's go into this lane. But yeah, it's just a general meetup, that's all it is. Just a bit of fun, just to meet some fans, you can meet me. That's literally what it's about. There's some great trucks, like Truckfest Peterborough is one of the bigger ones. Some fantastic trucks. I mean, obviously it's mostly European. There is an American section though. They do have quite a few American trucks that I assume they're based somewhere either in Europe or the UK, and they kind of bring them from event to event. And they always have like a competition to do the best truck in the year. You know, they'll take photographs of it, the judges will judge the trucks and stuff, and honestly, people spend so much time and money on their trucks at Truckfest, it's unbelievable. People just polish their trucks, and then you get a little bit of rain comes out, and then they'll be, oh my god. And they get the ladders out comes the cleaning cloths, and polish all the chrome up again. Honestly, some of the trucks are just magnificent looking, and the paint jobs that they have on them. So I'm hoping to take my camera and, a bit like I did for TwitchCon, if you watched the TwitchCon vlog, hoping to do something along those lines, just kind of walk around, have a look at the trucks, and pick out some of the best ones. The Scania showing last year was a bit grim, if I'm honest with you. Like, they almost didn't come to the show for whatever reason. I don't know what the background is, but Scania almost didn't come. And what they did eventually turn up, but they only had customer trucks, so I couldn't actually sit inside the Scanias and have a little play and do a video of it, which was somewhat annoying because all the other truck dealers were really, really good. Like Renault, DAF, Volvo, Mercedes-Benz, they were all good. Iveco guys were good, although I didn't really want to look at their trucks because then, I don't know. The Iveco trucks are a bit bland, I think. But everybody else was just really cool, and yeah, it's a great family day actually, Truckfest. There's lots of stands, you can buy merch, you can eat hot dogs, you can go on fairground rides, you can walk around trucks. It's just quite a fun little day out. So, you know, if you can make it, East of England Showground, just rock up on the day, and you can pay on the door. Definitely worth a visit. Now then, you may be wondering where the videos have been. Well, I've had some, issues in my life. Mostly revolving around a bathroom renovation, among one. A bathroom renovation which has just not gone well, and it's been taking a lot of time, like changing things. Oh my god, I won't bore you with it, but anyway, I should be back now. The real life flying's going well. I had to, because the plane I fly is Cessna 172, and it went in for maintenance for like 2 weeks or something ridiculous. So I couldn't actually fly it, and before that the weather was bad, so I couldn't fly it. And all of this led to me going over my 5-week currency check. Basically it means the flight school won't let you fly their planes unless you've flown it in the last kind of 5 weeks. After 5 weeks they insist that you then go back up with an instructor, do a quick like half an hour check and make sure you're all good and you've not forgotten how to fly. It's all for insurance basically. So I had to do that. I did that yesterday, and now I'm cleared to fly again. So I'm going to be going flying next week, and then I'm going to take an instructor and go and do some like more extensive flying around the country a little bit, and then I'm going to take my cameras. So yeah, my intention is this summer to start making more flying videos, but I want to be going to like interesting places so that you know, you get to see a little bit of England and different airfields that I can fly to as I kind of build my experience. Then July I do my restricted instrument rating, which is going to take a lot of time. Like, I've got an entire day every week for the whole of July booked with an instructor, so it's a pretty intensive thing to get that rating. So yeah, and then of course in June I'm going to be flying to Orlando for the FS Expo. So if you can get to the Flight Sim Expo in Orlando in June, that's going to be awesome. Definitely looking forward to that. While I'm over there, I'm going to heck up to Boston and visit a few guys and do some GA flying in America, so that's going to be really good fun. So there's a lot of events going on, and then there's Insomnia in August if you want to turn up for that. So I have talked about this in a previous video, like the events I'm going to, which I left a link to the various events, and hopefully, you know, I'll get to meet you at one of them. Anyway, we are 61 k's away. I've just looked at my fuel as I drive past a fuel station thinking, oh my god, maybe I should have actually refueled. Now, My Summer Car has had a big update, so I will be jumping back into My Summer Car. I know a lot of you have been saying, you know, when's the next My Summer Car video, but as I've explained before, I burn out, take a back seat with it, wait for content, come back, play it again. So that's where I'm currently at. We're now back on the play it again phase, which means I'll be jumping back into My Summer Car very shortly, and we'll carry on with some more of those videos. You can expect some X-Plane videos as well soon, and maybe even some DCS. I've actually been flying DCS. I've been flying the Hornet, which is a lovely aircraft to fly if you've not flown it. Like, DCS is free to play. DCS is such a good combat simulator. It really is such a good combat sim, and it's entirely free to play, but you have to buy maps and aircraft. So you just basically buy your favorite, like, you get a free map with it, and so if you just buy like one aircraft, I mean, they're not cheap, let's be honest. Some of these aircraft are like $60–70, you know, but they do have sales. They just had an Easter sale, and they were, you know, a lot of those were reduced to like half price. So, but the aircraft are like simulation level, you know, the proper study level stuff. Anyway, the Hornet is really good fun. Like, the one that I mostly flew in DCS before the Hornet was hang on a sec, what's going on with this traffic, was the Warthog. And the Warthog, dude, do you actually think that was a great idea? Because I don't. Oh my god. The Warthog is a very, very in-depth plane in DCS. What is going on here? But the Hornet is easier to fly because the Hornet, oh dear. That's not good. Somebody's car caught fire. The Hornet is like a fly-by-wire type system, so there's a lot of stuff like the auto trim and stuff. It's a bit like flying an Airbus, if you like, in that it does work for you, kind of thing. Kind of trims stuff up for you. You just point it where you want it to go, kind of thing. So it is a nice aircraft to fly, but I'm still learning all the weapon systems on it. So hopefully I can show you. I've been learning to do formation flying in DCS as well, so that's been a great laugh. So hopefully I can show you some videos on the Hornet before, at some point later, I'll start moving on to the Tomcat. The Tomcat is the latest aircraft they've released for DCS World. That is again a difficult aircraft to learn. You know, each one can take many, many hours of study and practice, and just to be able to fly it competently, you know. It's not like you just jump in these things. It's not like Euro Truck where you just jump in a truck and put your foot down and off you go. It's a bit more to it on these things. Right, we're in Hanover. So we're going to drop this off. That's going to be 4 of my 5 destinations, and I then only have 1 left to do. I don't think there's going to be, like, in terms of SCS, like Euro Truck and American Truck, I know we've got New State come in and all the rest of it. I kind of hope that we'd have that stuff for Easter, but that's definitely not happening. Easter's already gone, and, you know, even I thought maybe the May bank holiday they'd get it out for, but it's definitely looking like that's not the case either. But I know there's stuff in the pipeline, so we should get some new content in Euro Truck fairly soon, I think, which would be definitely cool. And of course, I'm sure you've heard about Pro Mods and Canada. So after, what is it, just over 2 years since ATS released, Pro Mods have finally, it looks like, got an American team. So a team that's actually going to work on ATS, which is fantastic news, because, you know, that's what ATS needed, was Pro Mods. You know, they needed somebody to basically give you more than what SCS gives you. Okay, don't make your point, bro. Okay, this has suddenly turned into a weird standoff. I'm not entirely sure what's stopping this guy from moving, because it kind of looks to me like he's got a lot of space. So that's just weird. Are we... What? Okay. How do we break this deadlock? Let's try going down the side of him, see if that makes him a bit happier. There you go. I'm definitely not going to kill you now. There you go. Yay. One day, the AI will get better. So yeah, they're going to go into Canada, which is fantastic, because it means... I'm sure that Pro Mods have paid quite a heavy price for having expanded Europe before STS did, only to have STS come along and basically conflict with what they've already done work on, kind of thing. Ouch. It's only a Renault, it's fine. So I guess they've learnt the price on that one. Learnt the cost of that, so they've just taken the view of, you know what, with American Truck Sim, let's just go somewhere that SCS is not going to go for a long time. Let's just go straight into Canada. And I actually think that's a good move, because like, Canada's going to be a pretty interesting place to drive anyway, and it won't conflict with anything that SCS are going to do. So I think that's a win-win. And it also gives us more content in American Truck Sim, which is fantastic. Right, let's have a look at what happened. Let's see, 170 Ks. Yeah, we'll take that. Look at this, I'm level 103 now. It's crazy. I actually just passed 1 billion. Look at my money bottom left. I actually just passed €1 billion on this profile. This is the profile that I've had since I started Eurotruck, my very first video. Do you remember my first Eurotruck video? If not, go and head back to my playlist and have a look. That was when I started this profile. That's how old it is. And it's just past 1 billion. And I don't even have that many AI drivers. I've got like 100 drivers, I think, maybe at most. Not that many. Anyway, so I just thought I'd check out a quick video. Truckfest Peterborough. Hope to see you there. If not, maybe I'll see you at another event. But yeah, expect some more stuff soon in terms of videos. We'll do some Mice and Cars, some Eurotruck, and some other bits and pieces. Until the next video, guys, take care. Happy trucking.